What does it mean when you dream about people you know? This is number 7 in my series on decoding your dreams. So I'm thinking of somebody who dreamed about a cousin in this case, but it can be siblings, co-workers, family members, lovers, ex-lovers, whoever. And I was talking to her about it. I dreamed about my cousin and said, okay, what was it her, right? So what usually is the case is that the dream will give you a little hint that the person that you're dreaming about is actually a part of you. So what I always ask first is, did your cousin look exactly like she looks right now, today? No, a little different. No, she was smiling more. She was wearing something that she wouldn't usually wear, that kind of thing, right? So my next question was, if you had to describe your cousin's personality just real quick, what would she be like? And so keep in mind, it's important to know that the person who's telling me this is very quiet, rather withdrawn, kind of unassuming. And she says, well, my cousin's just the life of the party. She's full of joy. She's a really colorful personality. She talks a lot. She has no fear. That kind of person, right? So my next question was, when do you use those qualities in yourself? Because you do have them. We all have different sides of ourselves. Those qualities exist somewhere in you. So what I think the dream was trying to tell her is you need to develop those qualities more, that side of you more, right? And who we dream about can be an indicator of how to do that. So in this case, the dream is with her cousin in a work setting, and her cousin's presenting and working with people and bringing people together and things like that. So I think the dream is hinting that the dreamer should do more of that. Might be painful at first, but you know how it is when you're exercising a new side of yourself. It feels awkward. May have some anxiety about it, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. So I would say probably that all dreams that seem to be about other people are actually about us. But what comes up now and then is that you'll dream something about somebody and then they actually say or do it, right? So I would say it's a little about them. There is somebody I dreamed about some years ago who she represents a certain mythological character who I'm familiar with, and I'll talk more about that in a later video, how mythological characters visit our dreams. So I woke up the next day and I went, oh, Hecate's back, which is great because I like Hecate. And in the dream, though, she was frowning and something bad had really happened, but it wasn't clear from the dream what that was. And so I was sitting with, so what does it mean that this kind of magic is visiting my life again? And then I heard through a friend of a friend a couple of days later that the actual person I was dreaming about got demoted. And I went, So it's both. It can be both sometimes, right? But even when it seems to be purely about some other person, it's always good to check to see if it's really about you too, about some part of you or your life that's being presented to you in a symbolic way.